it's the Wacky Tax Guy. Back again after a little hiatus in the islands in Hawaii, Waikiki, Honolulu, Smithtown. Well, I wasn't really in Hawaii. I just watched Hawaii Five-0, all 250 episodes. It's as close as I could get right now. But anyway, I've been getting a lot of questions on virtual currency, especially after the Super Bowl and all the commercials and these famous people hawking it, and the question on Form 1040, in which they ask, at any time during 2021, did you receive, sell, exchange, or otherwise dispose of any financial interest in any virtual currency? And you have to answer it yes or no. So people will ask them about it. People that really don't know what it is, and people that have invested in it want to know the tax ramifications of owning virtual currency. Now, just to keep in mind, virtual currency, there's no coins, there's no money. It's like a value of a bit or a byte in the cloud in the computer. And when you purchase it, and you can use it to buy things or just hold it as an investment. To kind of explain it, let's just say I created my own virtual currency, call it the Wacky coin. And, we have to come up with a picture because people like to see something and think they're actually buying something material by seeing a picture. And so we'll maybe put my face on the Wacky coin. Maybe not. But anyway, we'd have to decide two things with this Wacky coin. I mean, how many we're going to mine. That's expression to how many we're going to create, and the value of it. So let's say we're going to create 10 million Wacky coins, and you want to create a certain amount. So if you had unlimited Wacky coins, the value wouldn't go up, because in virtual currency, the value can change every day. And, people use it to invest and buy. And years ago, when it first came out, a lot of sinister characters would use it because you could pass it around. Nobody knew, because it's done through passwords and not names and so forth. So let's say my Wacky coin, and I want to sell it. Now let's say sell it for a penny, and somebody that would buy it would have to create a virtual wallet on the computer or the smartphone. And this virtual wallet will be the same as any wallet you carry around with money in it. Because if you lose the password of your virtual wallet, it's like losing your wallet with your money in it. And you lose it. So, there's some things you could do where there's companies that will hold your virtual wallet for you. And, what's happening today is the anonymity of owning virtual currency is kind of changing now, not as it was before. But a lot of people use it to invest, and that the price goes up, and it can be pretty risky. But there are some tax things you got to think about, and a lot of it is when you cash in this coin. So you buy virtual currency. Let's say I bought, $1,000 worth of virtual currency, and it grew, and now it's $10,000, and I use that $10,000 to buy something, or I cash it in for cash. Well, what's happening is you have a capital gain, because your basis in the virtual currency is what you paid for it, the $1,000. You receive $10,000 for it, either something in value or you receive cash. You got a $9,000 capital gain that you're going to have to report on your tax return. And even if you're using, there's some virtual currencies where you got a virtual currency card and you're constantly spending virtual currencies, you have gains. Or you could have losses if you bought the virtual currency for more than what you cashed it in for. But let's just say you have gains. You're going to have to report that on your tax return. Now, this question here on the tax return, which basically is asking you if you did receive, sell, or exchange, or otherwise dispose of any financial interest in any virtual currency, you answer that yes if you exchange virtual currency, you cash virtual currency in, or you received virtual currency as a form of payment for work that you did, which would also be income, and you answer that question yes. But for the IRS instructions, if you just invested in virtual currency, in other words, with cash, you bought some Wacky coins, you wouldn't have to answer that question yes if you didn't exchange it in. And that's basically how virtual currency works and the tax ramifications regarding it. But, I got some questions here, and that some of my people out there are asking, and then I could go through a couple and maybe help explain this a little bit more. All right, so what we got here? We got, this is just an interesting person. It's coming from Roxy Star. Roxy. Roxy says, in my place of work, I got 3 Bitcoins. Where do I cash them in? Roxy. Oh, Roxy, I don't know where you work. But I don't think you got any virtual currency there. There's no such thing as Bitcoins that you cash in. I think somebody was pulling your leg. Oh, Roxy. All right, let's move on. Here's another one from our friend Frank the Face. He's a sinister character. I received virtual currency for doing a job and purchased a car with it. I plan on not reporting it as income and checking the virtual currency box on the 1040. No. I think there's no way the IRS can find out. Frank the Face. First of all, you're committing fraud by not reporting income. I don't know what you had to do to get that income, and I'm not going to ask. But also, by checking the box no, you're also, again, committing fraud. Now, the IRS, well, let's say the chances you did get audited. And I would think, Mr. Face, that with this car and your business, which I care not to tell the audience, that you're probably writing off some of the mileage on the car. And the IRS may come in and want to see where you bought that car, and there's no way you could prove it. And they may just suspect you used virtual currency. But who knows, Mr. Face? You do whatever you want to do. I think you got more troubles than checking boxes no on 1040 that you should have checked yes. But anyway, I bet Putin, that stable genius, wished he had purchased some virtual currency with his $600 billion cash war chest that he can't get to now. Well, good for you, buddy. Peace. Be well. Till next time.